Hey guys, what is going on? This is Chris from Pickzz, and in today's video, of course, I will be giving you guys my 3 best MLB plays for June 20th, 2022. But with that being said, I'm just going to quickly go over Friday's picks, going 2-1. The Braves minus 1.5. This was an odd one. They ended up losing 1-0. Couldn't get any offense going. It was definitely one of the better games that I've seen the Cubs play. And Zach Thompson was just absolutely dealing for the Cubs. Hell of a game for him. Kudos to him. That one ended up coming in. Then, of course, we had the Giants minus 1.5 versus the Pirates. That one did end up coming in. It was, again, another low-scoring game, but the Giants did manage to get it done. And, of course, the Angels-Mariners over 7.5 runs did also end up coming in. Michael Lorenzen just did not have a good day on the mound, whereas Robbie Ray, he looked fairly solid, but nonetheless, the Mariners basically did it themselves here to get the over. So a pretty solid Friday, 2-1, putting us to 68, 48, and 18 on the season. But with that being said, let's get right into today's plays. My first play I have is the Toronto Blue Jays money line versus the Chicago White Sox. You have Jose Barrios taking on Lance Lynn. The Jays are ranked 13th in runs to the Chicago White Sox 26th. Now, we do know that the White Sox, obviously, that stat is going to improve as they didn't have a really good start to the year. But I think as the season has been going on, Barrios has started to look a little bit more like his former self. You know, beginning of the year just was not getting the job done, was ushering a lot of walks, not necessarily getting a lot of strikeouts. But on the other hand, in his last 3 starts, he's only allowed 5 earned runs through 22 innings and is a whopping 26 strikeouts and only 3 home runs allowed. So he's been on his game for the most part in the last 3. He hasn't been as great on the road as he's been at home, but just like I mentioned with the last 3 starts, I think I'm going to ride with the hot pitcher in Barrios here. Now, they are averaging 7 runs in their last 3 versus the White Sox, the Blue Jays, and the White Sox are only averaging about 3.67. So to me, the Blue Jays are the better team. I think they have the hotter bats coming off a monstrous comeback win against the Yankees. They're going to be motivated. Yeah, they did lose a series to the Yankees, but I think they're going to be hungry tonight to get that first win in Chicago. The Jays are 4-1 in their last 5 versus the White Sox, and they're 9-2 on their last 11 on the road. So a pretty great stretch on the road for the Blue Jays. Lance Lynn has only started 1 game, and he just did not look impressive. 10 hits through 4 innings. And the Blue Jays are just much better against righties, 31-21 on the season. So I'm going to go with the Blue Jays on the money line as my first play. My second play is going to be the Boston Red Sox run line versus the Detroit Tigers. Red Sox are second in hits to the Tigers 29th. And in terms of runs, the Tigers are dead last. The Red Sox are 22-14 as favorites, and recently at home at Fenway Park, they've been absolutely on a tear. They've been on a great run. Martinez, Devers, and Bogarts are all batting they're batting 330 or better against righties in the last 30 days. Those 3 batters specifically have been red hot. And we know what Trevor Story can do when he's on his game. He can get 2-3 home runs in a game maybe. So Fado last game just was not good for the Tigers. 7 earned runs, 2 homers, 9 hits through only 3 innings. Fado also has a 440 FIP, which is not good by any means. Winkowski, it's his his third start, but he's shown steady improvement throughout the season. And when you have bats just as good as the Red Sox, specifically at home, how great they've been and against righties, I'm going to go with the Boston Red Sox on the run line. I just think Fado is struggling recently. And like I mentioned, when you have 3 batters batting a 330 or better in the last 30 against a righty pitcher, I'll take that team. So I'm going to go with the Red Sox minus 1.5 at plus 100. And my third and final play is going to be the Pirates and Cubs to go over 8 runs at minus 120. Yes, both these teams are not the greatest offensive juggernaut teams by any means. The last 10 games, the Cubs have averaged 6 runs against the Pirates, where the Pirates have only averaged 2.2, that's just terrible. I guess the Cubs just know how to shut down the Pirates. They've only gone over in their matchup 3 of the last 10 games, but the Cubs have covered this line in 5 of the last 8, and the Pirates have covered this line in 3 of the last 5. Killian and Brubaker both have terrible FIPs. Killian has a 446 FIP and Brubaker has a 438 FIP. Now, this is going to be Killian's second start and his first official away start, but he's really struggled with the walks. 7 walks per 9. Just didn't look good in the last game, giving up 5 earned runs, 5 walks. He has 7 walks in 2 starts this season. Just hasn't looked sharp enough and he hasn't looked confident enough. I just think, even Brubaker in his last 3 starts, giving up 10 earned runs, 4 homers, 5 walks. Batters are batting 268. Right-handed batters are batting 268 against Brubaker. I like how much Killian struggles with his control and how Brubaker's been in the last 3. I expect the bats to be going in this one. I'm going to go with over 8 runs as my final play of the day. Thanks, guys, so much. Make sure to comment down below your favorite plays. Make sure to like this video and make sure to subscribe for more sports content. Peace.